loves, welcome back to our channel. If you're seeing my face for the first time, I'm called Elomo and I make videos on relationships, growth, lifestyle. And in today's vlog, welcome to another vlog. So presently, my face shining. So presently I'm on my way to Yaounde. I'm getting ready now to go to Yaounde. Somebody reached out to me from the abroad and told me the person wanted me to create a particular kind of content, and I asked around, and the only place where I could get such footage is in Yaounde. So Yaounde, here we go. So I'm getting ready now to go to Yaounde. Today is just like the next day after me and Solange left from the lake site. If you haven't watched that video, I'm going to link it down in the description box so you watch it, because I'm sure it's going to be up before this one comes up. So my body is still broken, as in we're not even recovered from the waterfall site and went again for that kind of adventure. My body is broken. I don't even have the power to even manage anything. So I'm planning to go to Douala. From Douala, I'm going to go to Yaounde because I want to take Phoenix VIP. Musango's only VIP from Limbe leaves at 5:30 to Boya, and then from Boya before they head to Yaounde. And I just told myself I could not even like that. I'll wake up at 4 o'clock to get ready before 4:30 or 5:30 to be there. That's a lie. That's a very fat lie. So I decided that I'm going to leave from Limbe to Douala, and from Douala there, because family members, my body is broken. Hey God, I don't have power to go and enter this Musango, the regular bus, where somebody is eating baton bobolo, another person is eating arachid, another person is eating boiled egg, another person is eating fried fish. As in, there is just one combination of all those smells, and it's just choking in the bus. And to think I'm traveling in the afternoon where there is sun, there is heat, I'm going to feel heat, then you want to irritate me with all those smell. Nah. Children crying left, right, center. I don't know, the children will enter VIP buses. I don't know, it's like they have one composure. Because it's not like children don't travel in VIP buses. They travel, but you don't hear them crying anyhow and shaking anyhow like the ones in regular buses. I don't know why that is happening, but I've experienced it and it has happened a couple of times. So I'm just like, nah, Elomo, my state of body where I am now, I'll waste the money. Yes, me will normally say that's wastage. Today I'm ready to waste the money. I'm too tired. This is about to 11 a.m. So I'm hoping that by 6 o'clock I should be in Yaounde, because my friend has to come and pick me up. She has to pick me up, and she said she will be free by that time. So I'm hoping that by that time I should have reached. Anyways, enough of the talking. Let's get going. You all, this is how I'm looking like a baby girl. Can you all see? I've laid edges. Oh. anyways this is all of me like this. So we left half mile Limbe at about 10 minutes past 11 a.m. and this is me in my head trying to escape stress, and I took Sans Socials to get to Douala. But this was the most stressful ride ever. It started off with two girls who were sitting behind, who did not have an ID card, and they said they don't have money to settle control. Family members, these girls were dressed so hot, as in they had piercings all over, crop tops, tattoos, long acrylic nails, chains all over. I just knew that the police people must disturb them. They must disturb them. And that was how we got stopped. First checkpoint at my phone. We were sitting and waiting for them. The police people had taken them and they were just disturbing them. You know how they do in Cameroon here when they see fine girls or hot girls who don't have ID cards, they just want to disturb you. I was really irritated by this time because I was working on time. And then we finally continued. In my head, that was the only obstacle. But boom, That is how Okadas, bikes, other cars started passing us. As in, I could not understand why this was happening. The car was not moving. You know when they say in traffic, be humble, because in traffic a bike can pass, overtake a Range Rover. This was the case. There was no traffic here, but I saw bikes overtaking us. This car was not moving, family members. It was not. Na so waka so to reach.
I say they were there's what they inside the petrol. You say the match fire the I do find. The after is
Water for the petrol.
They say don't put no check the Honda. Because if it is a serious problem, you know I do after the match fire, so you know the pick up.
A typical Cameroonian custom, other clando drivers or public transport drivers stop by the road to see if they can give you a helping hand when they see you have an issue on the road.
Tu sais un peu Limbe, un peu la route voir, pardon. La moto de voir, hein.
Hey.
Cabo Chukei. Mana. Asa. Mana. Cabo Pusibi Chuk. For the best. Now.
So the two clando drivers that stopped to help him out had gone, and still yet this car was not still behaving. He opened the bonnet, tried to see if he could touch one or two things, closed it, opened it, like he did not even know what he wanted to even touch there, because that's what I was seeing. He was confused. Then he decided to start pushing all by himself. Family members, we sat in the car. Nobody wanted to go down to help him. Like, it is your struggle. Mind you, this was at Miselele, before reaching the control post at Miselele, and everybody, cars were just passing fiang fiang. Nobody wanted to help. Then this driver said he wanted to check the pump, and he told everybody seated behind to go out, let him check the pump. In my head, I knew he wanted to remove some instruments behind there, only for me to start perceiving very strongly the smell of funge. Funge is Nigerian petrol, which is contraband in Cameroon. I started perceiving it. I could not understand. Then for me to turn behind, this is what I saw this man doing. I could not just believe my eyes, as in, what am I seeing you at the back? What am I seeing you doing at the back seat? Am I just seeing you doing some mechanic work at the back seat? In my head, I knew all this kind of work should be done in front at the bonnet. I was fascinated at this, as in, what? Petrol? Is this not petrol like this? Petrol? People are sitting on petrol? At this point, I was like, no, this journey, I'm not sure this journey is for me. That was how this man kept us by the road for him to do all his mechanic works. He started doing all these works that he was doing. I was not even understanding my head. People were standing. I was just so frustrated at this point. Like, I'm trying to catch up with time, but yet everything is not just working for me to catch up with time. Fam. He kept assuring us that once he does this part, the car is going to be good and the car is going to move and we're going to get into Douala in no time. That is how I just took my patience skills and I was exercising patience there. I still could not believe that all this thing was happening at the back seat of the car. As in, at the back seat, people were sitting on petrol. Then all of a sudden, just for me to see the petrol leaking when he thought he had tied it, and I shouted like, petrol is leaking. He now came trying to knot it, to tie it, and he told me no, it's okay. At this point, I said I'm not entering this car again. What? Petrol leaked in a car and I enter? Should I come and die if an explosion happens? At this point, the worst was coming to my head and I said I was not going to enter the car again. I refused, that no meal. And then he said no, I should not get scared, I should enter the car, that the petrol was not falling inside the car, it fell outside, and he said I could check.
You see?
My mind was so made up on not entering this car if I did not see where that petrol fell. And he showed me that small place there. I was like, the amount of petrol that poured out, I'm not sure that it could be that quantity. But anyways, for benefit of doubt, at least I've seen something. Let's just continue with this journey, because at this point, I was just so tired. All I wanted was to get to Douala. Finally, the car moved and we got to Douala. By the time we were crossing this bridge, I was just so happy that I got to Douala in one piece in this car that I thought would just explode on the road. And what is Douala without traffic? It's either there's traffic on one side of the lane and the other side is free, or there's traffic on both lanes. And on this fateful day, there was no traffic on my lane. I was so happy, like God has favored me. Little did I know that I was still going to have another hold up on the way. So one of the passengers who was seated behind a woman, she was going to Bafusam and she had lots of loads behind the car. So we had to come and drop her up at General Express to get a car to Bafusam. But all the cars leaving to Bafusam this afternoon were full. So they told her she has to wait till the night bus. And she said no, the driver should go and look for her another agency in Bonaberi that will take her to Bafusam at that time. That was how we wasted another 30 minutes. And then the driver came again. After he had finally gotten the agency, change was a problem. We wasted like 1 hour 30 minutes just to sort out that woman's traveling issues. And she kept saying, oh, I'm sorry, please, people should understand, I have lots of load. I cannot be moving with this load up and down from one agency to another. Family members. Finally, we dropped her off and we're on our way to Run Point. At this point, I was just so frustrated with this driver, the car, and everything. I just wanted to get down and go to my destination. And the driver kept thanking me for being so patient, that if I would have started rioting in the car, the other passengers would have rioted and left. I was just like, don't thank me. I had paid you 10,000 francs in Limbe. That was the money he actually took to buy the petrol that he said the petrol had, whatever wahala the petrol had. So I was just like, maybe it's because my money was with you, my change was with you, that's why I could not leave your car. And I finally got the guts to vlog on the road in Douala. So I reached Phoenix finally, and in Phoenix was another story. Getting to Phoenix, I saw this long line of people trying to buy bus tickets, and family members' price has increased from 6,000 francs to 7,000 francs. I got on the line waiting for my turn, and in my head, I'm just like, okay, if price of bread can increase in this country, what more of transportation? I was just like, Cameroon economy, oh boso, as in you guys are doing it. The economy, everything is increasing. Prices of everything from flour, sugar, everything, butter is increasing in this economy. As in, you have to stand well. If not, it was finally my turn. I got the ticket and I went to the waiting room waiting for the bus. And Phoenix waiting room, they have changed their waiting room, they have upgraded their waiting room, and they have charging plugs all over the place. That was the highlight for me. And finally, we were supposed to enter. It was time for us to enter the car, and you're supposed to wear your mask or your ID card, your bus ticket. I'm like, all this protocol, what for? Since when? New waiting room, new laws. I left the waiting room. They called my number. I left the waiting room, took my temperature, gave me hand sanitizer, all that COVID prevention method, and then I entered the bus, and a baby girl was okay. Finally, we were supposed to leave at 4:30, but we ended up leaving at 5 o'clock because all the buses were occupied. It was a weekend, a Friday, all buses were busy. We had to wait for one bus to come and offload before we enter. Can you even believe? Can you imagine? The journey now started for me to Yaounde.
Good evening, dear passengers. You are welcome on board. You have Mr. Zobo, your driver, and Marielle, your hostess. We will find pleasure provide a safe trip to Yaounde. Please fasten your safety belt. It is not advisable to receive a gift from the person who do not know. It is not permitted to make purchases during the trip. We have the toilet on board and just for urinate. In case of any necessity, please call me. Finesse wishes you a safe trip. Thank you.
So as usual, they provided us with this their very tiny bread, water, and a cup of tea. Normally, I know they provide you with tea when you're traveling with them in the morning because it's really cold. But on this day, I guess there was really cold in the car, so they had to give us tea. And you have the option to choose if you want coffee or matinal, which is like chocolate. I chose coffee because I wanted to work in the car, but that was not even possible because there was these people at my left hand side laughing. This military man made my life in this bus very, very frustrating. He kept talking and talking non-stop, English, French, pidgin, mixing all of it, and the military man bringing up the conversation of the crisis in the southwest region. I was like, no, this man really talks a lot, and he irritated me. Finally, we got to Phoenix, Yaounde. We got to my destination.
Remember your things up there. Yes.
So this was about 11:30 p.m. that we got to the park, and the park was so busy. Other buses had come, people were trying to offload their luggage to get them out, people were trying to get taxis, get bikes, whatever mode of transportation to get to their houses. The park was just so busy, as in it was like it was during the day. You not run and come and hug me.
Hug what?
Is that how you welcome visitors?
What am I hugging?
I said, but one of our get almost the same height too.
Chief!
No, not really. Bye.
So once a little bit after 12 midnight, I'll come, take over, and something is about to break out. Somebody shout!
You all, it's 11:50. 11:50. I left my house at 2:11. I'm entering on the 11:50. Wow, dear, wow. My chef has done it. Chef, come and show your face. Chef son. See how she do that 1-2 year old.
I know, right?